Good morning. I am going to give you an update on my dreads. They're 8 months old now, and some of you have asked, and some of you haven't, but they're 8 months old, and um, yeah, I almost combed them all out about a month ago because I got frustrated. I'm really glad I didn't now because some of them are really starting to feel like real dreads. Um, they are, this is them. Um, they if you can see, most of them are really um, lumpy and bumpy. Some of them have um, really crazy bumps. Some of them not as bad. They're all sort of doing their own crazy thing here. Um, I don't I don't leave them down a whole lot um, unless I'm feeling really wanting to look all wild. I wear them up a lot while they're still settling and adjusting. Um, Most of them though are they're starting to really tighten up and look more like real dreads. I There are two schools of thought, or probably more than two, but sort of two big ones. There's the there's the ones who have you palm rolling like this and taking all these lumps and like taking like needles and poking them back in. Um, I'm not doing that, as you can see, for two reasons. Um, One, I just can't be bothered, and two, it's supposed to be really damaging to your hair. Makes the dreads really thin at the top and actually breaks them. So then you have like this big thick um, thing trying to hang on by a few strands, and I didn't want to commit to a long-term hairstyle and have it fall out on me. So I'm just letting them do their thing and settle in uh, on their own. The lumps sort of come and go as they get more mature and they get more settled in. They sort of settle down, but I've come to sort of appreciate the wildness. Um, yeah, I wash them with baking soda. When I think of it, I haven't noticed really any difference if I go 1 week or 2 weeks with them. They pretty much look the same and uh, act the same. I also have somewhere. Um, I have one that got wrapped, so that's kind of fun. I'd like to do more of these. I have a lot of beads. They sort of tend to fall out all over the place, so I never really know how many I have in um, at a time. But yeah, they're all different, and some are metal, and some are wood, and some are plastic, and so that makes it fun. And yeah, 8 months old. We did them in January. We started with back combing, and then in a week they fell out, so then I did twist and rip. And some of them right now are really loose. They almost feel like they might. So this is one I combed out just to see if I could. So if you can see, it's still very, very loose. So I'm just letting it sort of redread itself. I'm just leaving it alone. And there's another back here that just is regular hair. Um, Most of them, you can see. Where is it? This one's got some really crazy loops and twists in it. Um, and the ends, that's another, there's a couple schools of thought. I just left my ends loose and I'm just letting them do what they do. I kind of prefer them loose. And also I read that if you blunt them, what some people do is they'll actually take them like this and do a thing where they tie them all up through the dread to keep them nice and blunt. That actually makes it harder for them to dry because the water just stays sucked inside, whereas if you have the loose ends, it'll just run out when you dry them, so they dry quicker. And so yeah, I kind of like them loose, and I kind of like that they're crazy, and I'm just waiting and watching for them to do their thing. I usually wear them up um, to keep them out of the way, but um, I'm happy with what they're doing, and I'm glad that I didn't take them out when I almost did. So yeah, that's 8 months, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens as we get closer to a year.